Okay, we'll just put the walls in and the roof, which I've just turned off. I had to turn off the dynamic UCS to put the roof in. I do need it for now just to demonstrate the next bit. Let's go back to the front of this thing here, whatever it is. Where's the front of it? I just put it. Anyway, it can be anywhere. That's the front actually. All right, so let's put a door in here. I've just changed the layer 0 before so that we can see the sketch on here. So if I draw a rectangle here, like we did the other day, this will sense that here, and I can just put in, say if the door is at 900 by 2100, like that, it'll just put that in there. It's a little tool. I can just move this down a bit. All right, and I can just click and move it down a bit. Now I can push through there. The problem is I can do press pull and that sort of stuff, which like that, and we'll go through there. It only goes through one layer of it. That's a problem. Then I have to somehow move this frame inside and push through the other way. So it's a bit of a problem. Another way of doing it is to just undo that for a minute. Maybe another way of doing it is to use extrude or use the press pull if you want, but do it the unorthodox way, I suppose, where you're actually picking up the perimeter instead of clicking in the middle. Let's see if what that does. Let's see. That didn't do anything, and I wasn't expecting it. All it does is just an extrusion. But then I should be able to subtract. Let's just try that out. From this solid there, the green one, and the red one. All right. Enter. This one here. All right, and that does it in one hit. And I think the problem is though, it tends to change, like it makes everything into one solid. So that is a problem if you want to keep your layering. So that's really, again, not the good way of doing it. So there's a number of ways of doing stuff, except you always find an issue with some of them. So let's take the dynamic UCS off and do it the traditional way, probably, and I suppose the better way. Because with this one here, we don't know how far away that door is from the corner or anything like that. So, and we can't start it from the corner. So let's go the other way, turn this off. And what we'll do is use the UCS. Let's go to the view, use the 3-point UCS, and we're going to move the UCS to the corner here, right up there actually. Well, we can move it there. Not forgetting that this is actually 30 millimeters below 0. All right, so the X will be around this end, so it's going to be pointing that way. Okay, and the Y is going to be tilted up to the top here. All right, so now we got this thing happening. You can't see the X red as well, unfortunately, but X and the Y are along this face here. So now I'll just erase this line here. And I have to click it twice for some reason, don't know why. Okay, enter. Gone. Now what I want to do is put the doorway there in an accurate sort of situation, knowing where I'm going to put it exactly. So let's go rectangle. Now we've got an option of actually just starting the line right from there and then moving it afterwards, or we can just tell it, if we knew how far away from the corner of the door was, we can just tell it immediately by using the from command. So I could go from, say from that base there, I want it, say, at, let's say 6,000 millimeters, comma, 30 up, remember? So we get to the floor level because we've got that 30 set down, so we can do that. So it's going to start it from there. That's exactly right. And then I'll give it the size of the door, which is at, say, 900 nominal, comma, 2100 nominal. It's not quite that. All right, there it is. Okay, beautiful. All right, so that's where it is. Now I'm going to do my press pull, and the same idea with Windows. And if we've got press pull, just go in the middle there and push through there. So that's through one layer. Now you've got to get the next thing right, and hopefully you have done exactly what I've done and allowed that set down to be 160 wide only. Some people will time did it 130 and 170. Whatever your set down is, in other words, wherever the surface of this green wall begins is where you got to copy this into. So we can then do another press pull for the green wall. So it's double. It's a double work here to actually get it done. But anyway, it's not as simple as Revit. So let's go with copy. Or I can actually move that white line. I've got selection cycling on, so I want the polyline. Enter. Now, this is my X and the Y and the Z here. The Z is pointing outwards, and it's actually where I want to push it along the Z. All right, my X and Y are tilted along the wall. So I want to move this line, so I'll just click somewhere here, along the Z, and if I go backwards, you see the minus Z appearing by my cursor there. I'll just type, because I'm going backwards, I'll just type in 30, that's not 30, sorry again, 160, and you should go right on the surface of the green wall, which looks like it has. So now, if I zoom in there it is. Alright, so all I've got to do is press pull again through here. Hopefully, oh no, it worked, okay. And that line is just there, we can just delete that line, that rectangle. Alright, so let me just set my UCS back to world again, under the view tab, world there. Okay, here we go. So there it is. There's an opening through here, finally. How hard is that? Yeah. And the thing is, you can't really shift it easily and that sort of jazz. Okay, there it is. So we've done that. There is a final thing to do with your XREF. We'll do that tomorrow. We'll talk about how to update XREFs and that sort of stuff tomorrow. Okay, I'll let you have a few minutes to play today as well. Okay.